A spitting spider is a small, slow-moving arachnid belonging to the family Cytididae. It is famous for its unique ability to shoot a sticky, venomous fluid out of its fangs to capture prey or defend itself. Unlike most spiders, they do not rely on traditional stationary webs to catch food. This spider has a uniquely enlarged head, called a cephalothorax, to fit its oversized glands, which are split into two separate chambers. The front chamber stores venom, while the back chamber holds liquid silk. When the spider sneaks up on its target, it blasts a high-pressure mix of venom and silk out of its fangs, while rapidly vibrating its fangs back and forth. The liquid hardens into solid strands mid-air, pinning the prey to the ground under a crisscrossed, Z-shaped net of toxic, sticky ropes. The entire sniper attack takes less than 1/700th of a second, much faster than a human can blink. The hunting method of the spitting spiders serves as a precise spiritual warning against the enemy's tactics of silent stalking, distant warfare, and rapid paralysis. Rather than a loud, obvious assault, the spitting spider relies on stealthy movement to approach its prey undetected before launching a sudden, binding attack. The spider's stalking nature alongside its mechanical strike illustrates exactly how the devil seeks to trap followers of Christ. The spitting spider is a slow, methodical stalker. It does not run blindly or pounce from afar. It moves with a calculated, cautious gait, freezing completely if the prey shows any sign of alertness, and resuming its approach only when the prey lets its guard down. The devil is a patient stalker who monitors your life for patterns, triggers, and seasons of vulnerability. 1 Peter 5:8 warns, "Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour." Because the enemy's stalking is completely silent, a Christian can easily fall into a false sense of security. You might think a specific temptation or compromise is harmless because nothing bad has happened yet. The enemy intentionally delays his strike while stalking you, waiting until you are completely comfortable, unwatchable, and unaware of how close the danger has actually crawled. Unlike other spiders that must make physical contact or lure prey into a pre-built web, the spitting spider stalks its target until it is exactly 10 to 20 millimeters away, just outside the prey's immediate sensory radar, and strikes from a distance through the air. The enemy frequently launches attacks from a distance, targeting a believer's mind rather than forcing an immediate physical confrontation. These distance attacks come in the form of sudden, unprovoked thoughts of fear, flashes of old insecurities, random doubts about God's goodness, or whispers of condemnation. Because the attack feels like it originates from nowhere, the believer can mistake these external whispers for their own thoughts, becoming trapped by internal anxiety and mental torment. The spitting spider has a unique, oversized head because its glands hold two different substances at the same time: toxic venom and sticky, liquid silk. It mixes them together right as it fires. The devil also uses a two-pronged approach to attack: guilt and lies mixed together. When launching an attack, the devil rarely uses just one weapon. He often combines a practical problem with a spiritual toxin. For example, combining a sudden crisis or a mistake you made with crushing guilt, shame, or despair. The silk traps you in your circumstances, while the venom attacks your mind, whispering lies like, "You've messed up too badly this time," or "God will never forgive you." The moment the spider's liquid spit touches the prey, it instantly contracts, shrinks, and hardens into a rigid, glue-like bond. The more the insect frantically struggles, the tighter and more restrictive the hardened silk becomes. This mirrors the exact mechanic of how unchecked sin operates in a believer's life, as described in Hebrews 3:13, which warns against being hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. This illustrates how a single unresolved issue can quickly turn into a complicated web of problems. For example, a small mistake leads to a lie to cover it up, which leads to fear of being caught, which leads to isolation from friends and family. Very quickly, a Christian can find themselves pinned down by a matrix of anxiety, secrecy, and stress, feeling like any move they make will only make things worse. The spitting spider's hunting method relies entirely on a stationary, unaware target. Scripture outlines specific countermeasures to break this specific modus operandi. Stay spiritually mobile. The spitting spider cannot easily target or pin down a prey that is actively moving. Believers are commanded to walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Galatians 5:16. Active prayer, consistent study of Scripture, and regular fellowship keep a Christian in motion, thereby averting the enemy's calculated aim.